Welcome back to the MuzZza Channel, where arrogance meets reality inside the ring. Today, we've got a lineup of fighters who talked big, showed off even bigger, and got humbled in the most brutal way possible. From flashy taunts to devastating knockouts, this one's packed with action you won't want to miss. So before we start, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and join the MuzZza family, where every fight tells a story of pride, power, and payback.
This should be huge if he can finish onto the back foot as he dips to his right a little bit there, Charlton. Be huge if he can finish this. Like I said, Mazuch making an absolute...
At OKTAGON 33, one of Europe's biggest MMA events held in Brno, fans gathered to watch an intense lineup of fights, but few matchups drew as much attention as Leandro Silva versus Marcin Mazuch. Leandro Silva, the experienced Brazilian fighter and UFC veteran, entered the cage overflowing with confidence. In the build-up to the fight, he repeatedly mocked Mazuch, claiming the young Polish fighter had no real skills and no business being in the same cage with him. Silva promised to put on a show, and that's exactly what he tried to do. From the opening bell, Silva's arrogance was on full display. He dropped his hands, taunted Mazuch, and even started dancing mid-fight, smirking at the crowd as if the outcome was already decided. He clearly thought he was levels above his opponent. But as the fight went on, it became clear that his overconfidence might just cost him everything.
Oh, look how relaxed this guy is.
Yeah, so we may see blood early if Apollo can land.
Now trying to pick his target, but he got beat.
Really nice double jab right hand from Apollo.
This should be huge if he can finish this.
Very, very tough as he gets wobbled by that right hand.
These are short shots, but they're working, Luke. This is great tactics from Apollo. Look at the boxing on display here. That
went outside, inside, ducking under. Nice. No, that's what Apollo did in Rocky.
That's exactly right. Oh, look how relaxed this guy is.
He might pay for it, though. He needs to be careful because Marek has bombs in both hands.
Looking to pin his man against the ropes. Oh, look at the blood really flowing from that nose now.
Oh, sharp right hand.
And again.
That nice left hand, both coming out in southpaw.
Oh, a nice right hand.
They come out, but, give that one first.
Nicely, Apollo.
But that cocky attitude quickly turned into a nightmare for Silva. In the second round, Mazuch saw his opening and unleashed a brutal combination, a clean, explosive series of strikes that landed flush. Silva crashed to the canvas in a devastating knockout, the arena erupting as the so-called underdog silenced the arrogant veteran. In just a few seconds, all of Silva's taunts, his dancing, and his overconfidence vanished. Mazuch proved that talk means nothing once the cage door closes, and that every fighter, no matter how experienced, can be humbled when they underestimate the wrong opponent. The fight between Azim and Rylan Charlton took place in 2022, during one of the most talked about British boxing events of the year. It was seen as a real test for the young rising star, Azim, a fighter praised for his lightning speed and technical precision, against the far more experienced and tough Rylan Charlton. Charlton entered the ring bursting with confidence. In interviews and press events, he mocked Azim's age and inexperience, calling him a boy among men, and promising to make the youngster regret ever stepping into the same ring. He laughed off Azim's hype and made it clear he saw this as an easy night at work. Just another fight to prove that experience beats youth every time.
Yeah, we could take him to deep waters or we could finish him early. Has he taken a shot before? How's his chin? How's he take a shot in the guts? Loads of ways to beat him. Land one on his chin, drag him into deep waters, Yeah, let's face it, he's young. There's a hell of a lot of pressure on his shoulders. I'm a man. This is man versus boy. Pint-sized power, mate. Pint-sized power will get you.
My power, it's my pressure, it's my presence, it's everything is going to be too much for him. I've been in with high-level opponents. I've done 10 rounds. I've been up there, and I've had the experiences going to be too much for him. And I feel like I've learned from every fight. I've done a 10-round fight, and I didn't start quick enough. Now I know what I need to do. I know my style. I'm only just getting into my rhythm with my own style. So I'm very excited for Sunday to really show everyone what I'm actually all about. I personally think it's going to be a knockout. I think he's going to quit or give up. It's going to give up, or I'm going to knock him out, because I'm going to take him into deep waters, and I don't think he can swim. He's been looked after too much. Let's face it. He's had easy opponents, never had a tough fight. He's now in a tough fight. He's very young. It's going to be boy versus man.
However, the moment the fight began, Azim wasted no time showing why so many called him the next big thing in British boxing. He came out fast, sharp, and fearless, throwing crisp combinations and landing with precision. Charlton, who had been so confident before the fight, suddenly looked overwhelmed. Within just the first round, Azim's speed proved too much to handle. He dropped Charlton twice in stunning fashion, shaking the arena and putting all of Rylan's pre-fight predictions in serious doubt. What was supposed to be an easy night for Charlton quickly turned into a harsh lesson in humility.
But he's very much on the front foot here, climbs into that left hand, and again he's in trouble here, Charlton. Everything that is landing is hurting him. Right hand into the body.
In the second round, Azim decided it was time to end the show. Staying calm and composed, he unleashed a lightning-fast combination that caught Charlton clean and sent him crashing to the canvas. The referee didn't even need to count. It was over. Charlton's arrogance and bold words from before the fight suddenly meant nothing. Azim had silenced him in the most decisive way possible, proving that talk doesn't win fights. Skill, discipline, and precision do. It was a statement performance from Azim, showing everyone who truly ran the ring that night.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Chaz Coakley calls a stop to this contest at 42 seconds of the second round. Declaring your winner by knockout and still undefeated, Adam the Assassin Azim!
This fight took place for the IBF Youth Featherweight title, a key stepping stone for any rising star. The young Filipino boxer Magsayo faced off against the Mexican brawler Rafael Reyes, who came in full of swagger and disrespect. Throughout the match, Reyes tried to humiliate Magsayo, dropping his hands, sticking out his tongue and taunting the crowd as if to say, "This kid can't hurt me." He laughed off punches, strutted around the ring, and acted like he was completely untouchable. But that arrogance would soon backfire in the most painful way possible.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, keep hitting me. Oh, now he got into trouble with that overhand right.
Getting cocky itong si Reyes. Magsayo, very patient. Hindi kumakagat sa mga patutsada ni Reyes. Beautiful combination. Hindi kumakagat sa mga patutsada ni Reyes. Beautiful combinations being thrown by Magsayo. He clocked. Reyes coming again. Right hand.
Overhand right.
We have a fight, Ronnie.
Yes, we have a fight.
Down. Oh, another right hand by Reyes. Magsayo getting nailed in uppercut.
Changing uppercuts.
Parehong malakas sa dalawang siguro.
Body shots by Magsayo. A flurry of left hooks. And Reyes is smiling and comes back with the body shot of his own.
We have a very, very good fight, Ronnie. Malakas din yung mga birada ng Reyes, Ronnie. Good right hand by Reyes. Nailing Magsayo. Magsayo again.
The bell and
Magsayo kontra kay Rafael Reyes.
By the middle of the fight, Reyes' confidence started to fade. The taunting stopped as Magsayo began finding his rhythm, landing clean, powerful shots that were clearly taking a toll. Each round, the Filipino fighter's pace and accuracy grew, while Reyes looked more and more frustrated, realizing that his showboating had only fueled Magsayo's determination to make him pay.
Para maiwasan. Kitang-kita. Yun ang kitang na napalitan. Sulit ang aksyon. Bakit kaya mo lang kay Magsayo pero binaliwala ni Reyes. Reyes just casually walking away. Good left by Reyes.
Nagalaman ito. Pakpagan talaga.
Good left by Reyes. Kay Rafael Reyes.
Good combination by Reyes. Good overhand right by Magsayo. Mazuch is returned. That's not a good uppercut, but that's a dangerous tactic.
And then, in the fifth round, Magsayo unleashed a blistering combination that sent Reyes crashing to the canvas. A clean, decisive knockout. The crowd erupted as the referee waved it off. In that moment, Magsayo proved that arrogance and disrespect have no place in the ring, because sooner or later, every showboater gets humbled.
Show of force mula kay Magnificent. What a shot by Magsayo.
What a beautiful
29 of the fifth round. Your winner by TKO, still undefeated, and now the IBF Youth Featherweight Champion from the Philippines, Mark Magnifico Magsayo.
Ladies and gentlemen,
In April 2021, the world watched one of the most talked about crossover fights in recent boxing history, Jake Paul versus Ben Askren. The event took place under the Triller Fight Club banner, mixing celebrity hype with real combat sports energy. In the build-up to their highly publicized fight, Ben Askren showed zero respect for Jake Paul's boxing abilities. He called Jake a pretender and laughed off the idea that a YouTuber could ever stand a chance against a real combat sports veteran. Askren confidently claimed that his experience and toughness would easily expose Jake Paul as a fake fighter who only wins against nobodies. Jake, on the other hand, took every insult personally. He promised to shut Askren up in brutal fashion and prove once and for all that he wasn't just some internet clown. He was a real boxer. The tension between them grew with every press conference and interview, making the fight one of the most anticipated and talked about showdowns of the year.
Like, they have somehow convinced their fans that they're real fighters. It's tremendous. It's, you know, it takes an act, it takes a show. He's done that. He says, pulling the fire truck, eating rice and chicken and shit like that. I'm in this for life. That's tremendous. Appreciate that, Jake. I mean, 2021 seems like a tremendous year to beat up the whole Paul family.
But when the bell rang, the difference in boxing preparation was clear. Paul was sharp, focused, and explosive, while Askren looked slow and flat-footed. Within minutes, Jake landed a clean right hand that sent Askren crashing to the canvas.
Dude, he's a fucking bad boy, dude. Jake Paul sparred with former world champion Jean Pascal and also cruiserweight contender.
Get my motherfucking money, Jake! Get my motherfucking money, Jake! Get my motherfucking money, Jake!
The referee stopped the fight in the very first round, and the arena exploded as Jake Paul celebrated his most shocking knockout at the time. For all of Ben Askren's calm confidence, it turned out Jake wasn't just talking, he was walking the walk. That's it for today's episode on MuzZza Channel. If you enjoyed watching these overconfident fighters get a taste of reality, Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to join the MuzZza family. Your support helps bring even more epic fight moments to life, where karma always finds its target.
Another cracking right hand. Reyes in trouble. What an uppercut! What an uppercut!